Introducing the Paddy Power World Darts Championships.
Daryl, huge congratulations. What a battle that was up there. Just sum up the emotions for us.
I'm really over the moon, not just for the win, but I think that everybody knows I'm not a great player that always comes from behind, and I was always behind that game until I took out the 164 to go 3-2 up in sets. And there's Wayne Mardle, even though I love him so much. Sorry. But the 164, yes. And then the first thing he says, don't give away your throw in the next set. And I nearly did. The first score was terrible, I think. And then after that, I put it together and then took out the last third and double 8 or something. But no, very grateful. Take that out and then took out a lovely 130. Whenever Rick probably should have won that leg, all honesty. And then I thought to myself, right, you got the throw now, 2-0 up, don't give it away. And I decided to go, like, I don't know, like that. And went 2-1 up, and then I thought to myself, just hang in there, don't you dare get nervous. And I was slightly nervous at the end, but Ricky still should have made it 2-all in that set. I think 25, did he miss 25? And I thought to myself, if I had treble 16, I put all my focus in the treble 16. I said, if I had treble 16, I'm going to go out wide and I'm going to hit 36. It's not going to be one of them 48 and then try and hope for it. I said, I'm going to go out wide and use the marker instead of trying to come inside and then trying to hit double 9 last start. That'd be a horrendous start. And yeah, over the moon.
You talked about the 164 then, obviously a huge finish in the context of the game. Did you feel it zapped the life out of Ricky as well, because he was obviously in pole position at that point?
No, I was one of them ones that I felt like through the game I was there mentally, and then I wasn't there. Whenever I needed 140, I had a 140, and then whenever all of a sudden I was miles in front, I needed a ton just to steady up and keep myself a big advantage. I just felt like, no, I'm going to have a big 5 or had a big 1. And it's just a strange game, but very glad they got over the finish line, because obviously I wasn't in front until the 164, and I thought then, don't you dare let it go 3-all, because if it goes 3-all, obviously he had the throw, and I thought then it's going to be a massive struggle. So glad, honestly. And as I said in my interview on the stage, I missed Christmas Eve and I missed Christmas practicing, and for me that's a lot of practice I missed, even though it's only 2 hours each day. I just felt like I knocked myself out of a rhythm, and I've been practicing really hard the last 2 days over in the help.
You've seen a real eye-catching performance and one real gritty performance where you've had to dig deep. Can you put your finger on why they are so contrasting, your two games?
No idea, but I just know that the Daryl Gurney of old would have lost that game against Ricky. He would have lost it under pressure. The game against Steve Beaton, nothing against Steve Beaton, but I just felt like I was on it. And whenever you're on it, and not saying like it was easy to beat Steve, but I just felt like whenever I was throwing it, felt like it came easy to me. And then tonight I just felt like I just knew it was a struggle. You can ask Josie, every night she goes to me, she goes, how do you feel? I says, I'm throwing well, but I just don't know how it's going to go. And that game was just a massive weight off my shoulders.
And again, Chizzy up next. Both of you not set the world alight in your games. What are you expecting from that game?
I expect Chizzy to turn up, because Chizzy has played me so many times on TV, and he's given me a good beating probably. But he knows that if he doesn't turn up, I'm going to beat him. I feel like I'm in the best form of my life. I feel like he's on the floor the best form of his life, but on TV not so much. But listen, it all comes down to doubles here, there and everywhere. Every set could go 2 each, and if we all hold through, could go to the end. But I think Chizzy is there for the taking. But in every game he's been in against Cammy and Clemens, because I watched it yesterday against Clemens, and he was very clinical on his finishing. So I look forward to that game. But the best thing I'm looking forward to tonight is having some sleep.
Many congratulations.
Cheers, Phil.
Daryl, talk to me about where that reaction came from at the end. It felt like you sort of bottled it out throughout the game, and it all came out at the end.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the sets that I threw away, as I say, the fifth set was a massive blow to me. And I've watched the darts. I never usually watch the darts, and I've watched the darts all through this week. And the many sets I see that the game's changed. Somebody's 2-0 up, they miss 2 or 3 darts out of double, and then they lose the set. And that's. I shouldn't have lost that set, honestly. I mean, I can't remember how many darts out of double I missed, but I know that whenever I went to the fifth leg, Ricky deserved it. Just relief. I put myself under so much pressure, and whenever I was practicing before the game, even the game started, I was thinking, just make a good game out kind of thing. Don't embarrass yourself. And I didn't think I was ready. Josie was saying, "Are you all right?" And I'm like, "I'm all right." And whereas really, I'm crapping myself, because I thought, as I said against Phil, whenever I went to play Steve, I felt like I was on it. I felt like I was ready. Didn't matter what Steve did, I was going to match it, and if I had opportunities, I was going to take them. Whereas this game was totally flip side. I just felt like I was like, whoever shot at a double between me and Ricky first was going to hit it, and if we did, it was going to be an easy game. If we didn't, it was going to be a 50-50, and 50-50 is more or less how it worked out.
Not just a good night for you, a good night for your current World Cup players partner in Brendan Dolan as well, beating Geraint Price. Did you manage to see any of that at all?
Well, we watched the whole game, and then Dean Williams, obviously the person that takes us to Bullish, and I think at this stage, I can't remember, it was 2-1 to somebody in the final set, and I says, "Dean, can we not leave this Bullish day after this game's over?" And then he goes, "No, we're going to do it now." He goes, "I thought that Chizzy was going to prolong it and take it to a final set," so it was all right anyway. So me and Ricky went up, and I think we had like 5 or 6 25s in a row, and then I went 25, and then Ricky went bull, and then I says, "All the best, whatever, all the best to Dean." We turned around and we looked, and we seen shaking hands on the stage, on the TV, and we were like, "Who won?" Dean didn't know, I didn't know, Ricky didn't know, and they go, "Oh, Brendan won." I'm like, "Oh, right, okay, that's nice." I said, and then Dean wasn't happy that he missed the end. I wasn't happy that I missed the end, and then Ricky was the same. So we're like, "Who won?" All three of us turned around and asked somebody, and they says, "Oh no, Brendan had tops first start. They won the match." But Brendan's a really hard player to play against. He's so steady, takes it them final clinical last start doubles, and for what I've seen, he deserved to win that game. Fair play to him. But as it says, Hank out there, Teresa was sitting on our table. Me and Brendan had a wee chuck before the game started, and Teresa goes, "This is the winners' table tonight." I was like, "Oh, happy days, whatever." And then Brendan won. I thought, "Oh no, I hope I don't let the side down." So it all worked out in the end.
Good man, cheers, Tom.
Cheers.
Daryl, how difficult is it to prepare for a match and get ready to go on stage when the 2 matches before you take so long? I think it was gone 11 o'clock by the time that you got up there, especially after such a hugely emotional match between Ricardo and Luke, where they just zapped the energy out of the crowd.
Yeah, I mean, I watched last night on purpose for the reason that whenever Mike Smith walked on, he walked on at 9:10. So I thought, I 2 games tonight go the same way. I think I'm going to be on around that time. So I ended up getting here around about 5:15, and I thought that's normal time. And then Brendan decided to make a mess of it. But yeah, no, it's just one of them things that I felt like I was getting myself ready all night. I didn't want to over prepare, and then whenever I came to the stage, I felt like, right, I'm going to get ready now. I'm going to prepare. I'm going to focus on the game. And I was very lucky, and Phil Barr stopped yawning at me, please. And yeah, no, as I say, it was a very tight game, and so happy to get through it. Don't matter should it be against another MDA player as in Ricky Evans or anybody else in the tournament. Very lucky and very blessed to be in the next round and be in the last 16.
There's quite a difference in the rankings, but how close do you feel you are to when you were the world number 3 and in the Premier League?
That's a really hard question, in all honesty. I feel like consistently I'm a better player now, and under pressure I'm a better player now. But obviously whenever I'm 26 or 27 on the rankings, it doesn't show my form. Obviously whenever I was number 3 in the world, I felt like I didn't feel like the standard was as good as it is now. But that's just how far the PDC has moved on. Now I'm like playing so much better. My doubles are so much better, and my scoring so much more consistent. And I still find myself where I am in the rankings. But no, I'm a firm believer that I play a PDC to play and compete against the best players there is, and that's what I'm doing right now. And I feel like where I am in the game, I'm maybe on one of the top 20 best players in the world, but obviously I've got to do a lot of damage in the world rankings, as in money wise, to try and get myself up. Everybody's obsessed with being in the top 16. For me, it'd be a really good year if I could end up finishing playing in the Masters, being in the top 24. I know I'm just outside it. I don't know what that does, winning that game, but no, just that's the plans.
We saw at the end Ricky got a big snog off you before you went off stage. Does that just show how much that meant to you getting through that game against such a close friend as well? Yeah,
no, Ricky's a superstar of a player. I really think, like he says in his interviews, if he was more consistent, if he was more level-headed and being not so fast, more. I mean, I thought, to be honest, the last couple of years that Ricky was more interested in hitting the fastest 180 in the world than actually winning games. Now I can see that he's starting to turn that corner, and he wants to be a proper player. And listen, he's got the throw, he's got the walk on, he's got the attitude. As he says probably in interviews, he'd be a great player in the Premier League, but I wouldn't put him in the Premier League because it would do himself more harm than anything. I've been there, done it, bought the t-shirt, and there's a lot of people that's on the wayside that suffered after that, but I'm just one of these players that believes whenever I played in the Premier League, I was getting beat by the best players in the world, not just getting beat. But I feel like Ricky has turned the corner now. Whatever age he is, obviously I'm still older than him, but I think we're going to see better things, more consistently things from Ricky, and I feel like he'll be threatening the top 32 in the world very soon.
Introducing the Paddy Power World Darts Championships.